Hey everyone, it's Crypto Profit back with another video, and today we're going to be taking a quick look at the market, specifically Terra Luna, and seeing if there is a chance of recovery. Because if there is, just imagine the amount of money you could make, and that's what everybody is thinking. If we can type in Luna here on Coinbase, we can see that it's down to 0.0000409. So just absolutely crazy, basically a 100% decrease in pretty much a month. And we've seen that really take place from its previous all-time high, which was about 116.39, just kind of recently, April 4th. So it's definitely not good for anybody in Terra Luna, but I want to kind of give you guys an update on the Terra ecosystem revival plan. Is this revival plan enough to really get Terra out of the shit that it kind of put itself in? Well, there's been several community and validator groups discussing launching a fork of the Terra chain to make the ecosystem whole from the UST depegging event. Wanted to offer my perspective on how this should be done. So he basically goes through and talks about the Terra community must reconstitute the chain to preserve the community and the developer ecosystem. You can see what they're trying to do here. So validators should reset the network ownership to 1 billion tokens distributed among 400 million or 40% to Luna holders before the depegging event. We also have 400 million or 40% to the UST holders. We also have 400 million or 40% to UST holders pro rata at the time of the new network upgrade, and UST holders need to be made whole as much as possible. So then we have the 100 million 10% to Luna holders at the final moment of this chain halt. Last minute marginal Luna buyers should be compensated for their role in attempting to provide stability for the network. Then we have the 100 million or 10% to the community pool to fund future development. All Luna besides the third tranche should be staked at the network genesis state. The network should incentivize its security with a reasonable inflation rate, say 7%, as fees will no longer be able to pay for security without swap fees. So this is definitely something that they're trying to accomplish to really kind of revive, like we see here, Terra ecosystem's revival plan. But will it actually do anything is a big question. So we actually have a nice little tweet thread here. So Miles put out a stable Quan has finally broke his silence, announcing a Terra ecosystem revival plan. Could Terra reinvent itself as a genuine layer 1 network despite the major headwinds? My thoughts and really concerns regarding Luna 2.0. So KuCoin announced, like I said, the revival plan. You can actually jump and click on this link. It's going to be agora.terra.money. You want to take a look at that revival plan. But this acknowledges the fact that UST and Luna in their current form are dead. Do is proposing to reconstitute the chain in order to preserve the developers and ecosystem. This means that Terra is pivoting to a full-fledged L1 like AVAX and Sol. So here are the major questions surrounding the redemption. Firstly, how will VCs and funds react to the proposal? Is it feasible that they reinvest in a project they got burnt by? This is the list of the known Luna backers. Some very big names. If you look at some of these names, there are some large names there that definitely have money that could actually help revive Terra. But will they want to get involved is a big question. These funds may find it challenging to convince their investors to back the most famous crypto failure of all time across both the crypto space and TradeFi. This event got really kind of worldwide and was the talk of the town in the financial circles. So the big question next that surrounds KuCoin is really first allegedly exposed stable Quan was previously involved in another failed stablecoin Basis Cash. So now that more people kind of looked it up and kind of learned a little bit more about this, people are even less likely to get involved. So after two major failures, will community and investors really want to do at the helm? We have even so, is it mathematically feasible? So UST holders will recover 33 cents if a $8.25 billion block space plus current BTC holdings are assumed. There's a lot more to this, guys, but I just wanted to give you guys kind of my thoughts as well as Miles' thoughts, because Miles is thinking exactly what every other smart person is thinking. Is it really smart to put too much money back into this ecosystem that's basically dead and has to be revived by venture capitals and investors that really probably don't want to be in the project anymore? So that's definitely a nice take here. I'm actually going to give that a like. I want to jump over to the next part of the segment of, is Luna dead? Is Luna ever going to be revived? So Lunaverse is just one of the many, many projects on Luna. And as a Terra-based project, we are really feeling for our community and ecosystem as a whole. the Luniverse team is considering all options on how we proceed from here. Everybody's basically just trying to get away from Terra Luna at this point. All of the projects, not just the small, not just the big, every project under the Terra ecosystem is leaving. You can see that here on CoinGecko. The 7-day 100% decrease on Terra is going to affect all of the Terra projects. You can see 90% on most of them, and they're going to continue to feel the pain as we see that Terra is probably not going to be recovering anytime soon. Before we jump into more, though, I want to go over to Crypto.com. So if you guys don't know, it's the world's fastest growing crypto app. You can join 50 million plus users buying and selling 250 plus cryptocurrencies at true cost. Spend with the Crypto.com Visa card and get up to 8% back, and you can grow your portfolio by receiving rewards up to 14.5% on your crypto assets. So if at any point in time during this video you guys want to learn a little bit more about Crypto.com, I will have a link down in the description below so you guys can learn about one of the best crypto platforms out there. It's giving you great APY on USDC as well. That's something that I personally use, and up to 14.5% APY on cryptos. And like I said, 10% on stablecoins is really, really nice as well. I do want to jump, though, back over to Twitter and kind of mention, guys, if you aren't following me on Twitter, this is where I'm going to keep you guys up to date with everything crypto. So Crypto Profit YT on Twitter. I want to say, I did have a tweet that I thought was a good idea, and I still think it's a good idea. So buying Luna at $1 or $2 is definitely worth a few $100. I wasn't too big on Luna until now. So I'm still not too big on Luna, to be honest. But, at the price again, I will say, buying these prices low for a few $100s is not going to break the bank. And it's, realistically, it depends how much money you have to spend. If you have a little bit less, that's perfectly fine. Buy $10, $15, $20 worth. It's not a big deal. But I think we should be trying to take advantage of these low price points. There's probably never going to be an event in history like this again, is the hope. But Luna definitely has a small chance of recovery. Like under a 1% chance at this point. But throwing $10, $15 has insane upside and very low downside just because you're not losing much. So keep that in mind as we see the rest of the market really continuing to struggle. Luna is at a 0.0004 cent price point. So just absolutely crazy. Hopefully this ecosystem revival plan does work out for them. We see the UST peg revived and everybody kind of gets their money back. But at this point, everybody's probably lost their money as there's no reason to continue holding unless you're trying to now buy this very, very, very insane dip that probably won't recover. So like I said, I'll probably throw 20, 30 bucks in just for the heck of it, just to kind of see what happens. Probably going to lose that money, but that's perfectly fine with me. So just keep that in mind as you get involved. Remember, guys, I'm not a financial advisor, so always do your own research before getting involved in any cryptocurrency. There's a lot of good stuff out there. It's just, unfortunately, when something like this does happen, it brings down the rest of the crypto space with it. So hopefully we can keep you guys up to date with the Terra Luna situation and give you guys kind of an inside look as to what's going on, like I said, with the crypto space as we see Bitcoin way below 30K at 28K now and Ethereum below 2K at 1900. So thanks again. I'll see you all in the next one. Make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn notifications on.